What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, my sister Dharma.
What's up?
My brother Derek.
What's up?
And our friend Dan.
What's going on?
And we're going to be talking about Carry On. This is a movie just came out, last year?
Yeah, like 3
The
weeks
end
ago.
of December.
Yeah. It's
recent.
starring Taron Egerton, Sophia Carson, Jason Bateman, who I guess doesn't do comedy anymore. I was like, after Ozark, he's just like no comedy. You have Theo Rossi.
Well, no, he was a little funny in this movie.
You know, he did Game Night was after Ozark, wasn't it? Oh wait, was that Jason Bateman or Jason?
Uh,
I don't think that was Jason Bateman.
I don't know.
Sorry, I might be getting my Jasons mixed up.
It's
Sorry.
a lot of Jasons.
Theo Rossi, he was in the Penguin show as the psychiatrist. Always playing someone weird. When he showed up, I'm like,
He's
why
a weird
are you always
looking
playing?
guy.
He is. Also, Shades on.
Jack,
Luke
Luke
Cage.
Cage. I said
Yeah.
Jack.
That was Jason Bateman.
Yes, he is in Game Night.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Hancock.
Yeah, that's a comedy.
That is a comedy.
We said after Ozark.
Yeah.
You did say
Ozark
that.
What else
was
was
like
he
one
on?
of
He
the.
was on like something else recently. He was somebody's.
Dean Norris. He's from
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't really know the rest of these people, but yeah, those are some of the stars that are in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
What about the
And-
dude that he set up with that alcohol? What's
Oh.
his name? Because he was in
Sinqua Walls.
That his name?
Yeah.
I think you're getting him confused with someone else.
Yeah, no, that's his name.
No.
Saint
I remember the
Paul.
face. Like I know his face. He was in
You said
something.
he was in what?
I forgot what he was in, but he was in.
He was in the remake of White Man Can't Jump.
A remake of that.
Oh, yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's called White
seem
Man
like
Still
it
Can't Jump.
That would be a sequel.
That's the sequel, yeah. Like man,
Oh,
still.
he played the driver in Power. He was 50 Cent. son.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. He was what's his name? Son, 50 Cent son.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But Carry On is about a TSA agent and someone
Good
trying to
old
commit
TSA.
a terrorist attack.
No, he's not a terrorist.
Not a
He's
terrorist.
not a
Not a
terrorist.
terrorist. Yes. They're killing everyone on a flight. It's not terrorism.
Not
But
a
it wasn't for religion or
Yeah, because it's not for religion.
political
So, yeah.
reasons or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just a facilitator.
Although, but technically, wasn't it though? Because they wanted to kill the Congress lady in order
That was
to.
the reason.
Oh yeah, and we just learned that by law it is a terrorist attack if you're trying to like change
To like
make
influence something, or
political
make a
action or
statement
something
about
like that.
something.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well, but he was a facilitator, so whoever he was doing it for was doing it for that reason. He was just facilitating.
Nah, but he was super determined to get it done. Like if you're
Yeah,
just
for the money.
And he's one of the people that's like, I
half
get
of it
my
up
job
front, right?
done all the time.
he got half of it up.
But he
front.
wanted that other half.
No, he always gets his job done. I think that I agree. I think that's kind of like he seemed like that kind of character where
He
it's
doesn't
like
wanna be a
I got the
failure.
job. My
But
job
when
is
it falls
done
apart,
all the time.
You walk away.
You walk away from it.
You walk away.
Also, considering who his employer is, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
if you
depending on the
walk
money
away.
if you
Yeah.
walk away from that. Yeah, nah, yeah.
We'll talk about who his employer is and why I think this probably really does happen.
All right.
I mean, not to the extent
Like,
of this movie.
Yeah,
but,
I'm gonna
you
get
know,
this done. Like, don't worry,
Agreed.
fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Ethan Kopeck.
This is good.
yeah, Ethan Kopeck is the name of our TSA agent
Mhm.
who's going nowhere in life,
Nowhere.
right?
Apparently.
nowhere.
Apparently.
Yes.
Yeah.
He doesn't take rejection well.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So interesting story. I would say that they have some suspense in this movie. I think.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, we're looking at Dharma. Of course, every
Nothing is suspenseful to Dharma.
Dharma does
We
that.
know this.
I knew who it was.
She already knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah,
I
it's
knew
like
how it was going to end.
She
you guys
knew.
can't see her face, but
she
she
knew
made a
his
face. And it's
bloodline.
like, all right, well, I guess it wasn't.
She knew the history of his family.
Yeah. She knew how it was going to end. When
I
the
guess if
credits
she
came.
was
When
the
the credits
TSA
came on,
agent,
like,
she
open
would
it up.
know
Oh.
exactly what to do.
Christmas songs. Oh, I know how this is gonna end. She's like, you already know.
Yeah,
already
it
know.
started with that
It's with James Bond.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
yeah.
One of the many billions of versions of that song.
Yeah.
Sheesh, man. Who else is gonna remake it? Watch, Kendrick Lamar gonna remake one.
Please no.
Santa Claus is coming as hell.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, I don't know if I should make the
Yeah,
rest of my
start off-
statement.
we're
No,
gonna start
I'm
off like
sorry.
that.
I'm sorry. Don't pay attention to me. Do what you do.
You
Okay.
also have two other
Hey, he's gonna
guys.
start
I
off
would-
like that.
I was
Mustard!
Santa Claus is coming as hell.
You got to hear the song. You haven't heard the song,
What song is this?
but
Kendrick,
with Kendrick Lamar.
turn the TV off.
Yeah, turn the TV off.
I've not heard this song.
Okay, yeah,
You're probably going to perform it at the
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
yeah, he probably will.
Oh, I forgot. Well, I'm not watching the Super Bowl, so whatever.
Why not? You don't even know
I
who's in
have
it yet.
zero interest of who's going to be there. Please
But you don't even
continue.
know. What if Detroit is in there? Detroit deserves.
lost.
They lost yesterday.
Yeah.
So, well, I usually talk about the music, and I was gonna say, while it's not memorable, I think they used it effectively in the movie. For
when that cop was in the fight with that dude in her car, and they played what song was that? It was another Christmas song. Yeah, it was another. I'm like, why y'all playing this when she getting joked out?
yeah, that was kind of messed up.
Yeah.
It's a little
got him, though.
off. But yeah, she did
Got
get
him
him.
in.
She did get him in the end. That car went all over the place. But
So
okay.
music, I think it was shot well. I don't nothing special, but I think it was effective in the way that it was shot.
Airport
That
cinematics.
was standard.
Yeah. Acting. Everybody was fine. I didn't like his girlfriend. She seemed deadpan the entire movie.
I
was
No
like, I don't.
emotion.
It was less of her being deadpan, as in they have zero chemistry.
Yeah, they don't have chemistry.
Yeah.
And then like to make it seem like oh this like really lovely dovey relationship,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you get to feel like y'all just met, not someone who's getting ready to have a whole family together.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was pregnant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
she was pregnant.
Yeah. So yeah, I just felt like I don't know, it was less her and more of as in they just needed to find someone that he clicked with and it wasn't her.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was short notice. They ain't have time.
It could be.
Maybe. Who knows?
Who
knows?
Like y'all just gonna have to make it work.
Yeah.
They didn't.
All right. So the premise of the movie is that Jason Bateman, he is trying to get a nerve agent onto the plane,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they're like ready for this. Like, so they are going to blackmail. Is that called blackmail? That's not blackmail if you're threatening someone's family. That's something else.
Ransom.
It's
More
like
so-
ransom
it's more
hostage
so
type
like a ransom
deal.
hostage situation.
I think blackmail is the best way to put it, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
You do this for me, or yeah. I
Well,
think
blackmail was
no.
like this, I know something that you don't want other people to know. That's what I feel.
I feel like
blackmail
that's
was.
blackmail. I feel like it's more
Like,
of
this
a
is-
ransom type thing.
but I feel like ransom
This is
doesn't
like
apply
they're
'cause
holding him
ransom
hostage
is-
based on his family.
Ransom is give me $10 million and I'll release your kid.
Or
So-
ransom
Or, well,
is give me this
something
service.
else. So basically,
Yeah,
give me this
do this
service
for me.
And I won't
you know.
harm your family.
Yeah.
Yeah, because blackmail is I have information on you
that you don't want
that
other
you don't
people to
want
know.
other people to
Yeah.
know. And if you don't do a service or pay me-
Leverage
yeah.
is the word I'm looking for. They
I
got
think that's-
leverage.
Leverage.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what they wanted to do is they have leverage on the TSA agent. Originally, it was going to be another guy who has a
Mhm.
wife and twins, and they literally had somebody at his house currently, which I was like, y'all don't see this dude?
I think it's like
he was
very,
in the other room.
Yeah, like how do y'all not notice
He
this
was
man
in the
opened the
house.
door? Like literally,
Yeah.
they in the kitchen, he in the dining room. Like how y'all not notice
Yeah,
this?
Yeah, he was
I don't
talking.
understand that one.
talking.
Yeah, I don't understand.
He
that
was
one.
like, "Hey, you want me to go after the family? Like
They're
sitting
like,
next to the wife's face. You want me to go after the
what
family?"
is that? You don't hear that? What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get that one.
So they were originally going to do that, and the point is just like so threaten him so that he allows the bag with the nerve agent to go through.
Mhm.
And I mean, yeah, they had everything like set up.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean they had the cameras to the airport hacked so they could see everything. They had the old dude's address, knew all about his family.
Mm-hmm.
telephone numbers apparently. So yeah, they were prepared.
Yeah, the courier was also, they had leverage on the courier, so like the person carrying the bag wasn't even like a part of the operation.
Yeah.
I like how they told the story, because you didn't know about that until later on.
Yeah,
that he wasn't part of it.
Yeah, the guy in the red hat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But so it just so happened that our main character, I forgot his name already. Ethan, yes, thank you. Like Ethan Hunt.
Yeah, that's all I kept thinking about. Every time he said Ethan.
So we had Ethan, who wants to be a police officer, and his girlfriend is like encouraging him to try out for the force again.
Yeah, because they denied him, and she's like, "Don't give up on your dream."
Yeah, dude, I want
he doesn't take he doesn't take rejection.
But instead, he asked for a promotion and actually convinced them to kind of trial run it, and then she's still like, yeah, but you should try for the police. And I'm like, hey, but he did, like, at least
he's making steps in the right direction. Give him a break.
Yeah, but I guess she was saying, it was like, you don't want to work for the TSA.
Yeah.
So, does it make sense to I mean, yes, it does make sense. I don't care if you don't want to work there.
If it's more money.
Move up and whatever
right,
job
because
you're
we
doing.
have a kid on the way.
Or just in general.
And diapers are expensive.
Yeah, don't just stay in the same spot. If you can move somewhere, then move up.
Yeah, because his friend said he had like 2 promotions and they got here, or he got there after him.
After him, and he got 2
promotions. He got 2 promotions, and he got none.
Yeah.
So
clearly he was just standing still.
Yeah, he was standing still. Yeah. Which I think they mentioned throughout the movie.
Yeah. Which I thought why him asking for the promotion was like kind of weird and random. Like, I don't know, maybe the TSA. I just feel like you just can't ask for a promotion in the middle of the year. Like, oh yeah,
especially
by the way,
the busiest
give me a promotion. Day. It's like, what? Don't you need your employee evaluations and all of that?
Promotions don't only happen at the end of the year.
Yeah, I feel like it's just, whenever
you can't ask for it. I got a mid-year. They was like, you did really good. Here's extra money. Okay. That's unusual. That's not something that usually you're not just gonna go up to your boss like, I think I need a promotion, and then I'm like,
really, I would if I felt like. I needed. If I felt like there was an opening somewhere, I'm like, hey, look, this need to be me.
An opening is different than like, yo,
Yeah, that's true. Money. It wasn't an opening.
There was no
opening. He just like, I need a promotion, and he's like, first of all, why are you asking for me today of all days? One, you readily admit that you're bad at your job and you don't care. You want to come here and ask for a promotion. Right. Yeah. You showed up late. And then I just feel like this is like an odd thing to do.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he's not bad at his job though. He just doesn't put the effort.
He doesn't care.
Therefore, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I get
that. So like, if you're gonna be slacking at your job, like,
he just got complacent.
Like, how you have the audacity to ask for anything?
Yeah. Well, he's got a kid on the way. He's got to do it.
No, okay, the kid on the way thing.
Yeah, but my thing is usually when you ask for a promotion, you actually have something to back that up with. You don't wake up one morning and be like, today I'm going to ask for a promotion. But you've done zero to prove that you deserve it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Well, they give him a trial run anyway.
Which also doesn't make any sense. But
and you don't do that on the busiest.
Not on the busiest day. Like, come on. It's Christmas Eve, right?
Christmas Eve at an airport.
Everybody trying to fly out of LAX. So... it messes up everyone's plans, right? Because he gets put in a position where his friend was supposed to be. So now they can't threaten his friend because it doesn't work. So now they got to threaten him. So they're threatening to kill his girlfriend, his pregnant girlfriend. What I did like, though, was that he wasn't just like, oh my God, I have to comply. He kept trying to let people know until they killed the security guard.
Yeah.
Or I guess he was an actual police officer.
He was a cop.
Yeah. So until they killed the cop.
Yeah. And he wrote it in invisible ink or
he wrote it with a Clorox pen.
Yeah. So a couple of ways he tried to let people know. First, they gave him the little earplug, right? So they can talk to him. Jason Bateman can talk to him and basically let him know, like, look, I know everything about you. All I want you to do is to let my guy through your line, right? Which, if I'm a TSA agent, I'm like, yeah, that's not that simple. If you want me to let someone through, that means you're trying to do something. It's not about smuggling drugs, I don't think. You trying to do something, right? Which I think he peeped out anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what did he do? Well, one, he tried to call 911, but they're on the camera, so they saw that. And then he tried to send a text, voice to text on his smartwatch, which wasn't a bad idea. I was like, oh, okay, pretty smart. I mean, if his watch was turned just a little bit differently, he might have gotten that sent.
True.
But they saw it, unfortunately. And then we had the one where he used the Clorox pen. So apparently there was new tickets.
Counterfeit boarding pass, apparently?
Yeah.
It's like, that's a thing.
Yeah, I'm like, I've never heard of
A counterfeit
boarding pass.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess people would do it. I was like, can you check it with a pen? But I guess you can.
I guess if the paper's not right.
I guess so, yeah.
How is that a thing? Because there's like so much.
My boarding passes has always been digital nowadays. So
well, no, because there's different ways to check in.
People find ways though.
Because I'm thinking there's like flight information on there. See, you know, I just feel like that's just way too much to make up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's not like a dollar.
I feel like though sometimes criminals like they waste their intelligence and ideas on the wrong stuff.
They definitely do.
Because I'm like the time in details that you have to put into stuff, like on how they keep adding stuff to like money, and they still find ways to counterfeit it.
Mm-hmm.
It might not be exactly, but it's close.
It's close enough to where it'll sneak past enough people.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I still think
I believe it might be. I think it might be
a boarding pass might be. I mean, why?
Yeah.
So you don't have to pay for the plane ticket? I don't know what it gets you.
Yeah.
Still gotta go through TSA.
I don't know what the benefit is, but
yeah, because like they're gonna scan the ticket at TSA.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. One, this airport setup was very weird. I was like, y'all not doing the things that I normally have to go through. But because like I've had to show my ID plus scan my boarding pass. Now every airport hasn't done it, but it's usually like we're gonna make sure your ticket is going somewhere before you even get through the security line.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Also, every bag.
But that would have been that would have been done before
it was so weird.
It got to them though.
No.
When they check your.
That's the guy when you're standing in line before you go through the X-ray and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a guy just like look at the camera.
Yes.
Show your ID. Scan your boarding pass.
Your boarding pass. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then 2 feet later, you're going through the X-ray.
Mm-hmm. Where you have your stuff.
Yeah, so I don't understand how this kind of a boarding pass is going to work. Because as soon as you scan it, it's going to come back to nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But do you have a way to connect that to a flight?
Yeah.
You would have to hack it. I don't know. We're focusing too much on this boarding pass. Yeah. So, the movie is saying that there was a counterfeit boarding pass thing, and now they can check. I'm pretty sure these boarding passes are just on like regular paper. It's weird.
Well, then you're gonna know because they come on thick cardboard-like paper. Well, not cardboard, but they're
you know what I'm saying?
Thicker paper, like card stock.
It's not special paper to check with a pen, though.
No,
but that's what they're
stock.
saying in the movie, like it's money. Or something.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's
I
just feel like the people who make these movies, like, do you guys airport?
Do you airport? This is a verb
now. Do you even airport,
Do you even airport, bro? Have you even airported before, bro? I don't think you airport, bro.
It just seems very weird. Like, check it with it. What are you talking about? It's printed on regular paper.
Yeah. But anyway, that was the next way he tried to like alert people. So I mean, it was a smart idea. He had the Clorox pen and he confiscated someone's boarding pass and then like wrote on it and kind of like tipped off the police officer to look at it. But they still figured it out and killed him with a heart attack drug, I guess.
Yeah, I think the Russians used that a lot. Isn't that how they killed that one guy?
In his underwear? Or they tried to?
No, that was different. I think
they poisoned
his underwear.
They poisoned his underwear.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
I thought this one was like a umbrella with like poison at the tip of it. Didn't they do that to somebody too?
Oh, they might have.
Oh yeah.
I mean that's how.
So when he opens his umbrella and hold it, he inject the poison into his body.
Ah, okay. It's similar to how the North Koreans killed Kim Jong-un's brother. They had actually this worked a lot similar to this movie. They hired some people who thought that they were on like a prank TV show. They put the nerve agent on a rag and it's like, oh, you just got to rub this rag in this guy's face. And they did it. So unknowingly, they killed Kim Jong-un's brother.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The thing was, they had them do it to a few people without it first, and then.
Oh, so now they got comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, so. Interesting. But anyway, yeah. So he was really trying, and despite all of that, and then I think the last straw was like, he's like, no, I'm going to save my girlfriend, and then he gets there, and like they got the sniper on her.
Mm-hmm.
The red dot's not a thing. Why do movies do that? The red dot's not a thing.
Because we have to see it.
Yeah.
Okay. But the actors are seeing it, right? Ethan noticed the red dot on her.
Because otherwise, the girl's just dead.
It's true.
Yes.
Yeah, we need the red dot.
It's a visual thing. You got to have it.
It's like, oh man, he's looking at her right now.
All right.
Without a red dot, we don't know.
My thing about this point in the movie is, it's like, okay, Ethan, you know they're going to try to kill everybody on this flight or whatever. You said 250 people.
Mm-hmm.
I like Jason Bateman in this movie. Especially because he's like, the number.
Didn't give up.
He's like, number can always go up. And then like when you got to the point where he's like, I'm not going to do this. And it's like, okay, well, I've armed the bomb in the airport. So now it's 10,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, okay. You know, number can always be bigger.
They did a good job of like making it feel like where he had no choice. Like he tried to do everything he could think of to get away with it. Mm-hmm. And I also like Jason Bateman was like just real villain. Like, bro, I'll just kill everybody then. Like don't play this game with me. Mm-hmm. So I think they did a good job with that. Where it's just, you know, sometimes you have the villain where it's just like, you know, he's not gonna kill the hostage. Mm-hmm. I just feel like in this one it was just like, no, he will kill whoever he has to.
Yeah, because I was like, he can really go ahead and kill his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very possible.
So at this point in the movie, I kind of understand Ethan because it's like, what do I do? Mm-hmm. Right? What do I do? I've tried to stop this plenty of times. If I shout out to everyone, hey, they're trying to kill, he's just gonna arm the bomb and kill everybody. Mm-hmm. Or, you know, like, what do you do? And that's why I was saying I think the movie has some good suspense, because it's like, okay, how do you resolve this? Right? You can't let him kill everybody on the plane, but how do you stop him? Plus, now you've gotten your friend fired.
Oh yeah.
Because to explain that, his friend was put back on the scanning conveyor belt or whatever, and he had to get him taken off. So he put alcohol in his coffee to make it look like he was drinking on the job.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then we also told him so we can check it.
Yeah.
I'm getting fired.
Which got him fired. So you got that going on. You're acting weird around everybody. You know, weird stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's throwing up.
There's another plot about the police officer. It's less interesting.
Oh, the detective lady?
Yeah.
Who did nothing but
no detective work.
Just so
somehow she's commanding everybody.
Which made no sense.
In her Adidas and
just
slacks.
Made no sense.
She was very well dressed.
So I wanted to check because I just feel like the number of passengers they said was in the airport just seemed really low, especially for LAX.
Mm-hmm.
They said 10,000, and I was like,
10,000,
yeah, like that number is
LAX
low.
On Christmas.
Yeah. 66 million people went through LAX in 2022.
Okay, that's the whole year.
Million.
That's 180 a day.
180,000.
Yes.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So that number is
only 10,000 on Christmas Eve. Okay.
So that was who was in the airport at that time.
No way.
Right?
I think all day long.
It's all day long.
That airport is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you sit out, like that reminds me, I was like, that number is too low. And I thought about it then, but I didn't look it up.
You get more at Hopkins.
That's what I was saying. I was like, there's no way our crappy airport gets more people.
Yeah, when we landed in LAX, it was
so
like
bad.
ridiculous. And it was like on a slower time of the year. It was still ridiculous.
Is there a slow time for LAX?
I guess comparatively, yeah. Right. But it was still like ridiculous. They don't have a Cinnabon, by the way. I need y'all to get one.
Are you sure you just wasn't near one?
They don't have a Cinnabon.
I mean, sometimes it's hard to find. Like when I was in Dallas Airport, it was.
One in Cleveland was closed, so I was like, "That's cool. I'll just get one when I get to LAX." We don't have a Cinnabon here.
Sorry.
I don't go to the airport looking for a Cinnabon.
I do.
I don't know.
I always get a Cinnabon before I get on the plane.
No. If I travel in the morning, I'm getting Chick-fil-A.
Whatever time of day, I need my Cinnabon.
Yeah, 4 a.m.
Chick-fil-A?
4 a.m., 4 p.m., 6 a.m., 6 p.m. I need my Cinnabon. Period.
Nice.
I need it.
All right, our detective lady, because in the beginning of the movie, Jason Bateman's character blew up some Russian mob guy?
The Russian mob guy, I'm guessing that's how he got the bomb.
Yeah, that's how he got the nerve agent.
And so basically, it's just like, he ends up killing everyone who helps him, so there's no loose ends.
No, yeah.
Except for dead bodies, which, people connect dots to.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
So she responds to that, and she notices that the mob guy, her story has a real stretch. Like, we were talking about the airport stuff, but her story is a real stretch. The mob guy has an ATF tracker thing in it that listens to his camera or recorder. And then it's burned, so we've got to recover that. Now we've got to listen to Garble in order to get that information. And she manages to hear the nerve agent's name, and then she Wikipedia's it.
She doesn't hear it though. She thinks, because she only hears 2 parts of the word.
Yeah.
And so she searched a bunch of other stuff. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Then one says Novichok. She's like, oh, it must be the bomb agent thing. And I was like, that's a huge leap.
Yeah, which I'm like, I was like, I agree with her boss there.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, you're reaching.
Yeah.
You're reaching. But,
although this time it turned out to be,
Yeah. And she called Homeland Security.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently it was intercepted. So another person on Jason Bateman's team is the one that came to meet her.
Yeah, no way.
Which, like,
how you know she's going to make that call?
Exactly. Like, so you would have to have the whole LAPD phone tapped. Yeah. Because you don't know who's going to respond to that.
Right.
You know,
listening to every call for anyone to talk about, like, oh, they mentioned the nerve agent. Now let's do it. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
You're getting on my nerves. He's a double agent. He said nerve agent.
Yeah.
You have to intercept that call right then, too.
Well, there have to be someone constantly, I mean, if it was possible, and it is not, they're constantly monitoring the LAPD's phone lines.
Yeah.
To know that, and then you have your fake DHS guy ready to go.
Yeah. So I'll go right down there. and it's like, but why? Like, that part I'm like, okay. Anyway, she finds out he's fake, and then it was an interesting car scene with them struggling over the gun, running into everyone in traffic.
Yeah, they hit everyone and everything.
Yeah.
How many people died during that time?
She definitely killed some people for her stupidity. For sure. For sure.
I mean, I guess the response to somebody with a gun at your head is just drive faster. It's like, okay. Now what?
Or, don't pull a gun on a guy driving a car.
That's true. It was pretty bad. She could have waited until they got there and got out of the car.
Yeah.
Because he was not tipped off about anything.
No.
So, yeah.
She's not good at her job.
No,
she's horrible at her job. Even to the fact that towards the end of the movie, they're like, okay, we can't let this plane take off. Right? And they were right. Ethan and his girlfriend, whatever, they were right. You couldn't let the plane, or they couldn't stop the plane from taking off, because if they do, then he's just going to kill everybody on the plane, like, quicker.
Makes sense.
Which we got proof of that in the movie. However, the cop doesn't know that. Even though this would have ended badly, I'm like, there is no way the police officer goes, okay, let this civilian try to disarm a nerve agent.
Right. Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
No. Not gonna happen. You're not gonna listen to her at all. Because first I'm gonna be like, who are you?
Yes.
And just like, no, I know how to do my job. And my job says stop this plane.
Yeah, you stop the plane.
But she didn't.
Does everyone die?
No, she did not.
Everyone will die.
Everyone would have died, but there was
you stop the plane.
You don't let the civilian. How?
Yeah. Why are you listening to a random person on the street?
Right, well, let's let
your boyfriend, the same guy that decked me when I was trying to arrest him.
The TSA agent. Like, bro, I'm going to be like, you don't have to defuse a bomb?
Yeah.
Like,
and she's like, he's done it before. And it's like, When?
And why?
What do you mean?
Exactly. When and why? Because now I'm going to arrest him.
Yes.
I'm definitely going after him harder.
What you telling me is he's the one that's about to blow up the plane. Is what you're telling me.
He has experience with bomb using.
Yeah. Trust me, I don't know you.
Goodness, yeah. That I was like, okay, yeah, no. That's a no. I'm okay with a lot of this other stuff, but this here is no.
This is where
If I
draw
was the
line.
cop, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't expect any cop to do it. Even though, yes, it would have cost everybody their lives there. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean,
but that plane gets stopped.
No,
that
I was
plane
thinking
does
the
not
same
take
thing.
off.
Like,
Yeah.
she doesn't listen to her. You just don't. And
Yeah.
like, 250 people died. Yeah, but then she would have been doing her job.
Mhm.
So, yeah, agreed.
Mhm.
Very strange.
so yeah. Yeah. A lot of other stuff happened in
But
between that, you know.
essentially.
But yeah, essentially, they get the nerve agent on the plane. Jason Bateman's gonna let it go, put on a gas mask, and jump off the plane. What's the plan?
he has his parachute.
That was the plan.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how that was all going to work out, but sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Where was the plane headed? Washington, D.C.?
DC, because there was
Oh,
a congressperson on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the point.
Well, I
He wanted
mean,
to kill the
man-
congressperson.
Yeah, so
He wouldn't have been landing over water or anything.
No, I'm
so I
not
guess
saying
it's
that. I'm just
possible.
thinking the logistics of releasing this bomb and then, like,
Nobody gonna see you with this gas
That's what I'm saying.
mask
Nobody's gonna see you
on.
with this gas mask on. You're gonna,
Like you're like,
open.
and then you gonna put on your parachute.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
No, no.
and then you're gonna get to the exit
And
door.
nobody gonna stop you. Nobody gonna stop you. Well, I guess they'll all be dying.
But it's not instant. It's not instant.
It wasn't, yeah, because we saw him.
Yeah.
drive
saw
it.
him do it.
So, yeah, I don't know. I was just like, about this plan?
I had a problem with the way he died too. So anyway, I was gonna say Edgerton, but Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
He gets into the baggage compartment, which he would freeze to death, but whatever.
Yes.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's not pressurized, is it?
I
No.
don't.
No, that's why they want your batteries and stuff in your
like
check
so
bag.
Yeah, it's not pressurized.
It's not pressurized.
Yeah. So he would have been dead.
But whatever.
Well-
Well, they didn't get that high. So
Yeah, they
maybe.
didn't get that high, and they didn't travel for that long.
Yeah. So I guess if you didn't make it that high, he might have been okay. Either way, he gets in there and defuses the bomb, but
It alerts his phone.
yeah, it alerts Jason Bateman's phone. So he's down there. Now I have a problem because his plan was he locked him in one of the fridges and threw the nerve agent in there with him,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm debating on whether it's self-defense or murder, but I guess he was attacking
point,
him.
does
It's
it matter?
self-defense. And he was going to kill 250 people.
Yeah,
Oh,
at this
yeah.
point, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it's self-defense.
He's a hero.
Okay.
Oh, right.
As Jason Bateman was banging on the door was moving in and out, right?
Mhm.
Which
So
means
some of
this
that
is
agent
not
got
a
out?
yeah. I'm like, this isn't sealed. This isn't a perfect seal.
Mhm.
Meaning you die too because the nerve agent that you just released in the fridge is coming out.
Agreed. Because I felt like what's weird to me at the end is like there is no quarantine of him, no like because
Yeah,
he
it's
definitely
gotta
got
be.
something on him. Maybe it's just a little bit, but just a little bit will kill you, right?
I'm pretty sure.
I will feel like if you're that close,
He should be.
there's a
For that amount of
quarantine.
time.
They should at
at
least make him
least.
kind of
Also,
sick.
why is Jason Bateman fighting him? What happened to his heart attack drug that he used on 2 people at least? I think.
Well, they've all did some stupid stuff.
ran
This
out.
weird
only
guy
had 2 of them.
had a chance to shoot someone and decided to go in the airport with a knife and stab them instead. So
He did.
Yeah.
you know,
Shades. Yeah.
Creepy dude from the Penguin.
creepy dude from everything. He's always creepy. He's never normal.
Yeah. Shades.
It's not.
He had to kill his boss, or was
the one guy Mateo killed the
it
boss.
Mateo killed his boss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, I don't know if we have to do that, but sure.
You didn't have to.
Also, yeah. So in that scene, I'm sorry. I guess I'm going over nitpicks. Should I stop and let you do movie facts? And
We
then we'll...
should.
Okay.
So cargo holds are pressurized apparently.
Oh. Well, how come you can't put
Although,
batteries down there?
According to Google, you will die. Apparently.
Yeah.
But then it's Google, so who knows? Nitpicks.
Well, maybe
or
if
random
you know
facts?
what, with a gas mask, you probably not a gas mask, like a air tank, you probably won't die.
Agreed.
But he didn't have that.
He didn't have that.
No.
He just rolled up in there and then opened it.
But they didn't get
outside
that
of the
high,
car.
though.
In casual clothes.
Yes, true.
But he didn't travel for long though. He was probably on the air for like a half an hour.
So
He'd be okay.
what? He got like maybe 1,000 feet in the air, you know?
Yeah, no,
And then
you
they
can
turn
survive
around.
30 minutes for sure. There was just an article about some guy who got trapped in there for an hour-long flight. So I'll admit I didn't read the whole article, so I assumed he made it. But
You didn't assume
He's alive.
How was he when he came out?
He's alive, but brain dead.
I was looking at
right,
him
he's a
like,
vegetable.
in the moment, so I assume he made it.
All right.
Okay, we can do random movie facts until we can get back to no picks.
All right.
Solid.
Random movie facts.
Movie facts.
Okay, so this was the most watched movie of 2024, which is interesting because it was
Wow.
the last
It
movie
was the last movie
People
of
just didn't watch
24.
anything.
on Netflix.
What?
Yeah, it had 42 million
This movie that came
views.
out 3 weeks ago was the most watched movie of the year.
It wasn't Red One.
First of all, that's on Amazon and not Netflix.
That is.
Oh, it's on Amazon.
It's
Oh,
on
okay.
Amazon.
Heard that was
All right,
bad
great.
too, though.
Oh, most watched on
It
Netflix.
wasn't great.
On Netflix.
Fair enough. I don't think anything else came out on Netflix.
Yeah, but I mean, for it to be for the last 3 weeks of the year, though,
No, people
it
really,
had 42
really
million
jumped on
viewers
it.
in the first week.
Well, it has been cold, so like people have been indoors.
That
so
is
maybe-
true.
Yeah. We had nothing else to do.
That is true. It didn't like dropped on like Christmas, and then Christmas
yeah,
is, like,
we
a couple
all on
hours.
vacation and stuff.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
True.
After that, it's like, all right, what
Christmas is
else
like the first few hours after you wake up, and after that,
yeah,
it's just another day.
yeah.
So-
So you probably chilling with your family, like let's watch a movie.
Yeah, let's watch. Carry on.
Carry
Well,
on.
it's a new movie, right? So you're
It
like,
is a new
I'll
movie.
watch
And it's
this.
Christmassy.
And they tried really hard to make it a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
Even
I
though
mean,
it was just the
it's a
Christmas
movie
music.
happening during Christmas.
That's the only thing Christmassy about it. Just
They
Christmas
but they
music.
tried really hard. They tried really
Did
hard.
they?
Yeah, all the Christmas.
This was
music
their
that
best
in it,
effort.
I think
That's
so.
trying hard.
I think so.
Throwing some Christmas music in it. Like, come on.
I mean, that's all they really did was throw some Christmas
I
music.
think
Yeah.
that was
That's it.
yeah.
There
and
were
it
no fake
took
Santa
place on-
Clauses. Nobody was dressed really Christmas.
That was odd that no one was dressed in Christmas gear
Yeah, nobody.
on
you
Christmas
dressing in
Eve.
Christmas gear to fly?
At the airport,
At the airport.
Yeah.
they usually
I haven't
theme
flown
it.
during
Yeah.
Christmas. So I don't know.
Or-
They
first
either
of
have
all,
Christmas pajamas on
People go
or sweaters.
hard for that.
They do
and
go all
I'ma
out.
go hard.
They go
Yeah.
out.
So like not a single Christmas sweater
Mm,
or a hat.
true.
Like that's odd.
And I love ugly Christmas sweaters.
Yeah. No, I
Some of
don't
them are very creative.
like- Yeah, but some of them be doing the most.
They do, but it's ugly
Yeah.
Christmas
like
sweater.
you like at what
Uglier the
point is
better.
it no longer a sweater? Is what I'm saying.
I don't think that matters. As long as it's
It's
ugly.
like you can't just have a bunch of stuff hanging off of you. Like, yeah, look, it's an ugly Christmas sweater. No, it's not a sweater.
Like, you're ugly. The sweater, though, I can deal with.
Wow.
Yeah, and then also like you didn't see any like gifts or stuff going through the airport or nothing.
Yeah, nothing
True.
wrapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gifts or anything. People were just traveling.
Also-
Basically, they're Christmas naked.
During his the nitpick, never mind.
And the airport wasn't decorated either.
Yeah, there's
The airport
no
was not decorated.
Christmas decorations at all.
Because they
Yeah.
didn't shoot this during Christmas.
No, they did
No,
not.
but my thing is, if it's going to be Christmas, do you have to pretend it's
Oh,
Christmas?
I'm telling you, all they
True.
did was just add Christmas music.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
kept
that's it.
saying it's Christmas Eve, the busiest day of the year. And then I kind of feel like, who's traveling on Christmas Eve? Like my thing is, if you're
I'm
traveling,
pretty sure it's a lot of people.
Look,
Apparently, I think
if you're
it's probably
traveling
busy.
on Christmas Eve to get to me on Christmas, that means you don't want to be here, so don't come.
Oh,
Do you
wow.
think
That's a
people-
pretty big assumption.
Do you think people plan
I
well?
think it is.
My thing is,
Yeah,
why am I
people don't
traveling?
People don't plan well.
No.
Why are you
No,
traveling the day
They don't.
before?
Well, you know how it is now. Everything's expensive. I got to work up to the last possible hour,
Mhm.
and then I'll travel for Christmas. I can't take off a few days in advance
man.
because then I
It's
can't afford my
America.
bills.
No,
That's how
I'm
it
taking
works.
I'm at least a day in advance because I don't want to be in that crowd.
I mean, maybe,
I mean,
but
yeah.
but think about
you
the
know
day
how
before
long-
Thanksgiving. How many people travel on that day?
Yeah,
Yep.
the day before Thanksgiving Eve.
I will,
They do their
the
shopping
latest-
the day before.
The latest I would travel for Thanksgiving is Tuesday.
You,
And that would be the absolute latest.
you though,
Yeah. Yeah.
not the majority of people.
Yeah.
Majority of people are procrastinators.
Yeah, and then like the 2 hour or something. Now you got to get to the airport like 4 hours early. I would rather just travel 2 days
That's
ahead
disgusting.
of time.
That
And
is
the 2
disgusting.
hours is annoying.
That is
Yeah.
disgusting. I hate it.
Yeah.
Usually it doesn't even take me that long, and then I'm just sitting.
I don't know. Have
for
you ever
2
been
hours.
in? I've been caught in a long line, so
I've
don't
never
ever think
really been caught on a long
I don't
line.
need that 2 hours.
I have had a delayed flight though.
I'll tell you about my journeys. But no, I've been in the line for about an hour before.
But what line? The security line?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I usually get through that pretty quick.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on what time of day you travel, usually. But, like, I've been in the line for about an hour. So that 2-hour rule makes sense. But now you can... Sometimes it's wrong. But now you can look up and it'll tell you, like, average wait time. Mm-hmm. And one time it was, like, less than 10 minutes. And literally, no one was in the airport that day. I, like, breezed through that. I was like, there's no one here.
Yeah, we were all
They
here.
said the busiest travel days is December 20th.
Thank you.
December 27th.
Uh-huh.
And December 30th.
Thank you. It doesn't make sense to travel on Christmas Eve.
Oh, so it wouldn't have been easy. They lied to us in the movie.
Anyhow, they said 30,000 less fights on average on Christmas Eve.
Yes. Wow. Because that's insane.
Because everyone's already
You should already be with your family on Christmas Eve. Not trying to get there.
Yeah. They said that's 20%.
Sure, people have interesting jobs, though.
But you probably do have the worst customers on Christmas Eve.
Oh, definitely.
They were like...
Yeah, the people who didn't
because it's the people who didn't plan ahead.
My problem.
Yeah, because they didn't plan ahead.
Right.
That's
like, well...
Yeah.
All right. Any other movie facts?
One more movie fact. This was shot in the Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport Terminal. It's closed, but it's still there. And apparently people shoot shows and movies in it now.
Oh, okay. Use it for something.
So it's still
used.
It's being used. It's still an airport terminal that they don't use anymore. It closed in 2019. 2019.
Okay.
Before COVID.
Cool.
All right. So nitpicks.
Pick some nits. Pick some nits.
All right. I wanna. What was I gonna mention now? I forgot
about the nerve agent creeping out the door.
Well, I mentioned that one already.
Okay.
Go ahead, D.
Okay. All right. So I kind of started at the order of the movie. So at the beginning of the movie, she's like, "How many times did you ask me out?" Blah 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 blah. Like, it was cute, but it wasn't cute, though, because he followed her to L.A.
Yeah, I thought that was weird.
I did think that was kind of
And I was
like, y'all weren't dating and you
moved?
That's creepy.
That's weird.
Stalkerish.
Thank you. Literally what I wrote down. I'm like,
and got a job in the same place.
That's stalker and not cute. Like, how would you move? And where were they from? Like Chicago or something?
Oh, wow.
I thought it was like
across
New
the country.
New York, whatever. That's a long way to follow somebody you're not dating. That's a long way to follow somebody that you are dating. You better be in a long haul. I'm moving 2,000 miles for you.
Hopes and prayers. He was hopeful.
Yeah, you moved.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, so I already mentioned my nitpick about the promotion accent. It just didn't make any sense. And did we mention that his friend would not be able to give up his position on the quote unquote busiest day of the year?
Yeah.
It's like, let's try this new thing.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that every single bag he scanned was the same bag. Well, like, because they just kept replaying the same screen of bags going across. It wasn't anything new. I was like, is there anything new? Also, nothing interesting. Like, this whole day, I know that we had the nerve agent coming through, but nobody else had anything where he had to stop them and tell them they couldn't bring that in.
Well, there was a dilly-dally in there.
Well, this brings up my nitpick.
Or, sorry, that's too big of a liquid. You're going to have to throw this out.
There's no liquids. Plus, you're in a 3-ounce bottle.
Well, yeah.
And no water.
No water.
Ridiculous.
That's how I think that goes out with my nitpick, as in, he didn't do any work. No. He literally kept leaving his station. Those poor people have been in a line.
Oh, yeah, because he kept stopping the line.
He kept been in line for like 3 hours trying to get their bags through. Like, this dude, just, what are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, it would have been some angry people.
My biggest nitpick, though, was he was talking to Jason Bateman over the little earpluggy thing, and I'm like, that guy behind you doesn't hear you talking? It's like, you don't hear him?
Like,
one of the customers heard him.
The guy's like, you're acting weird. You did not hear him talking to himself for 30 minutes? And he kept leaving his post?
Leaving.
Wherever they were going, they didn't make it.
They missed their point.
Because he just wasn't doing his job. Like, you're never getting that promotion now.
He's not getting that promotion.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Okay. Why would you put that earpiece in? Like, legit.
I would not put that in.
Why would I put that earpiece in? Like, you have to do more than me. Do it now. I'm sorry, no.
If somebody texts me like, put the earpiece in, I'm like, what?
Nah, I'm good.
I'm going straight to my supervisor and the LEO. Yo,
I received this text message.
This earpiece was in, and then somebody texted me to say,
like, why would you do that?
Yeah, so I mean, maybe his girlfriend died because of that, but just like the police officer who wouldn't have let him go disarm a nerve agent, I would have just gone directly to somebody like, yo, this is weird.
Yeah.
And then, did you kill his girlfriend at that point? Because now you haven't even had a chance.
You haven't even threatened him.
Yeah.
You haven't even had a chance to like talk to him yet.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean,
like, oh man, our plan is it's not working.
We didn't plan for this part.
We didn't plan for him not to put the earpiece in.
Like, what do we do, Shades?
Well, my thing is, if I got an earpiece in a text message, I'm like, well, obviously someone's gonna be like trying to do something shady. That seems like someone's trying to do something shady, considering my job.
Right?
Who does shady things?
You would immediately notify the cops, like, stop that girl who just handed me this earpiece. Because something clearly, right? She handed it to you. Now I'm getting weird text messages.
Yeah.
You're like, no, we want to start asking questions. I'm not about to put this in my ear.
It might be ear poison.
Right? Yeah. I was thinking that too. I was like, I don't know where this has been.
Yeah.
I'm not just sticking it in my ear.
People smuggle things in weird places. That's weird butt earpiece.
Also, she's like, sir, this isn't mine. Look, I know the TSA. They're gonna be like, so?
Right.
Like, why are you telling me?
Exactly. They're gonna toss it in the corner somewhere until the end of the day.
Like,
I'm not gonna do it. If something ends up in my bin that wasn't mine, that is not my concern.
That's true. I'm taking my stuff out and leaving the bin
and leave whatever else was in there. Like, I don't know whose cell phone ended up in my bin. Not my concern.
This ain't mine.
It's not mine. I grabbed my stuff
and moving on.
Moving along. That's what they want you to do. Move along.
Yeah, move along.
Yeah, they
put it in the bin.
Put it in the bin. Keep the line moving.
Move along.
That's why I travel light. To take your shoes off.
I know, right?
That's why I wear easy slip shoes. Easy on, easy off.
I'm gonna just go in and house shoes.
Easy, no laces. Slip on, slip off.
I get that.
Sweatpants.
Oh, always. Though I gotta get my airport pants because airports are gross, so I can't wear them anywhere else.
Airport pants, airport shoes, airport hoodies.
True. I got an airport hoodie.
Yeah.
Make it easy.
Yeah, and then what I wore there, I'm wearing back.
Exactly.
Yeah. And download all the movies.
All the movies. I thought I don't watch them as much.
Get your Cinnabon. Cleveland Airport got a Cinnabon right outside TSA check line. As soon as you get out there, it's right
check line
there.
Where do you go? Then
I look to the left, and it's right down there.
I stay in
Cleveland
my
Hopkins Airport is not that big.
It's not. I stay in my terminal.
Yeah, it's not that big. You just
I stay where I'm supposed to be.
I will go get.
But if you're there early enough, it's not like the plane is leaving.
I'm about to explore the airport.
I mean, I haven't seen.
I know exactly.
I haven't seen them do roll calls. They be like, John Smith,
has like changed
your flight is leaving in 2 minutes.
4 times.
I've had a flight get changed where I had to take another flight to a whole different city to get back to our city. And then when I got off the plane, only to find out that my connecting flight had also been delayed.
Well, because I was in the airport and it was like I'm glad they have big old screens with the flight that's there because I was looking and I'm like, it's not my flight. And I'm looking at my boarding pass. This is the terminal, and I'm like, that's not my flight. And then I had to go through. Apparently, they sent the message.
They send you emails.
And it said it changed. And then I went to another one, and then I was waiting there, and then I'm looking at the screen, and I'm like, that's not my flight. And then it's like, oh, they've changed it again. And I'm like, where is the plane going to land? Okay.
just
I haven't had that, but I will say this: when I travel, I download the app.
Yeah, I learned that. I definitely need the app because that way you can get the notifications.
You get it directly. Like, I mean, they send it. You don't get your emails notified on your phone.
I do.
They send you an email.
Yeah. It will send an email.
I don't fly that often, so I wasn't expecting. I wasn't checking for
this guy
emails.
Doesn't answer his messages, so he doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. He don't answer text
email.
messages. Yeah, so
He's not gonna see the email. But yeah,
until like days later.
Yeah, because I had one.
Hey, Darren, I got an emergency. And like 3 days later, he's like, "Yeah, what's up?"
Not true. I came through for emergencies.
I'm dead now.
And I answer my messages sooner now that I have my smartwatch.
Yeah, thank you. But to a point, when I travel, I download the app because you don't have to sign up for it.
48.
Yeah.
No, it is a good idea to have that.
It is. Because I got one where they was like, we changed your seat. And I'm like, I don't care. They was like, your flight's delayed to 12. And I was like, it's 6 a.m.
Oh, wow.
That sucks.
So you're at the airport.
Nah, you had to stay there for 6 hours.
I found another flight.
Which airport were you at?
Ours.
Oh man,
that's the worst. Like if you were in a good airport,
yeah. I mean, like I said, like when I was in Dallas, I was like, oh, I could stay here for a little bit.
Nah.
Yeah, Dallas is huge. You talking about was it
Dallas
Fort Worth,
Atlanta?
Yeah, Dallas, Fort Worth,
LAX,
where you got to take the train to different gates.
I always walk.
I did walk around.
Is pretty decent
because that was the one that changed my flight.
It's some gates that you have to take the train to get to.
I haven't been in Dallas, so I mean, but I've walked like.
You've been in Atlanta, though,
it's like a city.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
You ain't been in Atlanta?
No.
Oh, okay,
yeah. Atlanta is big too.
Yeah, no. I
have been to Atlanta airport.
Did like a 30-minute walk to get to the next area. I'm like, this is fine.
Not about it. Nope.
No, I walk for half an hour.
Take the train, LaGuardia. Took the bus to the other side of the airport.
No,
LAX, you take the bus.
I like it because the other thing your phone tells you is how far you are from your terminal. I was like, I walk.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I would not with that.
Any other nitpicks?
Oh, I have plenty.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. Well, we got on a super tangent. His friend can prove that he wasn't drinking on the job. Like, for real. Like, one, if you're going to accuse me that I'm drinking on a job, like, automatically, like, you're going to test my BAC. And I'm going to prove to you that I wasn't drinking.
I don't know if it, because he had a cup of alcohol at his desk. I think you still get fired.
Check the cameras. Because you already suspected that your friend...
They should have...
You suspected your friend set you up. Check the cameras.
Yeah.
And then I will say, like, if I got a cup of coffee with alcohol in it, you have a problem, which means you've been drinking.
Yeah.
Which means he probably has something in his system, and I'd have been like, test me.
Right.
Because, I mean, like, I've seen where there's, like, this teacher came to work drunk, and they tested her on the spot.
Yeah.
So, test me.
Yeah, I could do that. I mean, at least check the cameras, because he wasn't that slick with it.
He wasn't.
Camera caught that.
No, the space is like, you felt like your dude set you up. Check the cameras. Okay, so you brought up the red dot on Nora. I thought it was super convenient that she was in a spot that sniper dude could reach her with a gun.
True.
Super convenient.
I mean, it is an airport. It's not that open where you can snipe somebody from the outside.
How you know exactly where she was?
Well, this airport, for it to be LAX or any airport after 9/11, security's kind of lax.
That's true.
True enough.
Yeah. So we talked about the detective lady, like, the guy's like, you can't shoot me. I'm driving a car. So then she ended up doing something dumber than shooting him.
Yeah.
I'm like, like, that was worse. And then you could have just waited until you got to the airport and you weren't driving anymore. It was unnecessary.
Yep.
She's not good at her job.
All right. So there was a point where they were in the baggage area doing weird things. And that's where he managed to switch the bomb into a slightly larger suitcase that wouldn't fit. So that's how he ended up in a cargo hold. There's no people in this baggage area, like, at all. Does anyone work in this airport?
That's true.
It felt like it was only one person.
It was completely empty.
In every section.
Well, no, this was the sorter. Do people work there?
There has to be somebody over there.
Yeah, because I guess it's got to go down
one person.
at some point.
It was one person.
I believe there's more than one person working down there. I have to believe there's more than one person.
Downsizing too.
How did he know it was a slightly bigger bag, though?
Yeah, I feel like he wouldn't have time to switch the bomb. Especially you have to be so careful with it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I definitely don't think
he didn't have enough time.
Yeah, I don't think he had time.
I thought he would have just, like, put the ribbon on the other bag. It wouldn't have worked. But
that's what they made it seem like he did. Like, he just switched the ribbon, but the guy had the GPS thing on it. So he knew, like, the bomb is in this bag. He didn't have enough time to switch it. Okay, I talked about, like, why the dude was like, just kill the girl. Okay, makes sense, I guess. So the guy with the sniper giant gun and a regular gun decides to go into the airport with a knife to kill her.
Yeah, man.
Just didn't. I'm like, you have a gun.
Also, everybody would have seen you kill her.
Yeah, and then Nora, you're in the airport. Why would you leave the airport for safety?
Yeah, she was running outside.
You're in a place with a bunch
and then
of
she was
cops
like, well, she went outside to talk to one of the police that was in a booth thing. And I'm like, yeah, like you said, it's an airport. There's a bunch of police.
There's a cop right the way. What are you talking about? It's an airport. They're
and no one is alerted when he killed the police.
Anybody
in the booth? Like, as soon as he killed him, like, no one else heard that?
Like, that happens every day.
I have an nitpick of that. Like, for this to be an airport, someone got stabbed outside. No, someone got stabbed in the airport.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Someone got shot outside the airport. There are like no cops. The airport doesn't get shut down. Just nothing. People are going on.
No,
like,
he's not. It's Christmas Eve.
Christmas
He's not
Eve.
shutting it
I'm
down.
not shutting it down.
I'm not shutting it down.
Got all these passengers out here. I got to keep them moving.
I'm gonna need someone
Keep it moving.
Dead or
works
alive.
for a government agency to tell me. At this point, I feel like we're just too far gone. If people are getting shot outside of airports, I feel like that airport
shuts down.
That airport shuts down.
The one guy that got stabbed, they were like
In the airport.
And since we don't have the suspect in hand, the airport gets shut down.
The airport is shut down.
Yeah, I'm like, what is happening? And there's like no cops anywhere. Just didn't make any sense. I'm guessing once, what was the cop's name, Sam or whatever, he died, and there were just no more cops.
Yeah, that was it. He was the cop in the airport.
Yep, he's Chief Wickham.
Also, they did a real quick report on him. Like, he died that day, and they're like, "Oh, it was a scratch on his arm, and he had an agent that causes
super fast."
I was like, that was quick.
Yeah,
there's no way they got to him that quickly.
They don't do no autopsy.
They would have ruled it a heart attack, and then maybe a couple of days later figured out that it was not a natural heart attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So when Sniper Guy gets shot, I kind of feel like that bullet goes through him. That's a big gun, and he was close.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably does.
That's true. He got shot with the sniper.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know nothing about guns.
Maybe
so
it did go through him, and the angle was just different.
Okay.
And it didn't hit anybody?
It didn't hit anything or anyone else.
it went into the concrete.
Okay. Sure.
There you go.
All right.
Concrete, stop it.
All right. Did we already mention why the detective's in charge of everything ever?
No, that didn't make any sense at all.
It makes any sense.
She would not be in charge
Just
of
like
anything.
You are the
Pretty sure Homeland Security would be in charge.
Homeland Security.
Yeah. Or, some of the police at the airport.
Oh,
gosh.
Yeah, I'm like, why are they taking orders from her? She's not in charge of anything.
She got an LAPD badge.
Yeah. Okay,
and
so
those Adidas.
to get to the airplane, Ethan takes a luggage cart out to the tarmac.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Somebody stops him.
Someone stops that.
Yes.
And then when he gets on the plane, I'm like, but now the cart's in the way. This plane's not taking off.
No.
That's true.
No.
Here's my thing. Does he have enough wind to make that run without stopping for a break? Because I feel like he had to stop along the way, but like,
right.
Oh,
that's a long run.
He was pulling an Ethan Hunt.
That's a long run.
Throughout this entire movie.
Yeah.
I was like, bro is booking it.
Yeah, they forgot to mention that this is LAX.
Yeah. Like, you're not just going one room over. Like, you're running across the entire airport, basically. You need to stop and take a break. I don't care if you ran track in high school.
Yeah.
Like they did mention it. Is that why they kept mentioning he was ran track?
Yeah, so they can have an excuse for him to run across the entire airport.
I ran track too. Guess what I'm not doing?
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Not without no break. He was in full sprint.
Like 15 years ago. Like, bro, you don't have those.
Yeah, 15 years ago, I am out of shape, bro. Okay? This is not working.
Yeah.
No, like, you don't do that.
Yeah. All right. You cannot access the cargo area from inside the airplane.
I was thinking that. So
Yep.
Ethan is in the cargo hold, which he got in from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jason Bateman's character notices that the bomb went into manual mode because he sends an alert to his phone. And the whole time I was thinking, I'm like, but he can't get to it though.
No.
So,
he can't get to it.
Ethan wins, right?
Oh, he can get to it.
Yeah, he just opens a hatch,
Pulls up a carpet.
and I'm like, that's not.
No one notices you.
That was going to be mine.
Right, there would
nitpick.
He walked in
be
there,
some
pulled the
flight
curtain,
attendants back
lifted up a
there.
carpet or a rug, right
I was
downstairs.
like, a flight attendant season.
Right.
Or a camera,
It's
since
not-
apparently the
it's not
pilots have a
locked.
camera in the cargo hold.
Also, not a thing.
It's
like,
not
why
locked.
would there be a camera there?
There's not a camera.
Readily accessible stairway. Right down to the back
For all
area.
the people to get
I was
to.
like, what plane is this? Maybe it is. Maybe there is a plane. Maybe there's a plane where you can do that.
access the cargo.
The internet said there's not.
Okay.
I don't think there is.
I don't know.
But not even a
Do
lock
they have
on it. Like,
fridges?
let's say there is a hatch to get down there. No lock on this hatch.
Do they have fridges down there?
In the cargo hold?
Yeah.
Are you thinking of like Air Force One?
I don't know because he locked them in a fridge.
He did lock them in the fridge. I don't know. I gotta go back to my airplane nerds on the internet to tell me.
Would you need one? It's cold in the cargo hold anyway.
Yeah, why was and there was also nothing in it.
Right, because it's not a thing.
Why was there a fridge? See now, all right.
Wasn't there something in the one next to it? I thought there was something in the one next to it.
Was it?
I thought there was.
I don't know.
It might have been.
I don't know.
It was 2 doors.
That was the only conveniently
But
empty one.
why? There's nothing in there but luggage.
I don't know.
You put the luggage with perishables in it. I guess
There's
I don't know.
literally nothing to do down there.
But what if a lot of people got perishables? There was not a lot of space in there to put things.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Also,
a
I
thing.
feel like they put way more room in that luggage compartment than there is.
there was a lot of
You
space.
cannot
That was the
walk.
other
Yeah.
thing. Internet nerds said it's only like 3.5 feet or something like
Yeah,
that.
they had a video of dude like sorting luggage, and he was like crouched down sorting his luggage.
Yeah,
There's not that much room. down there.
Only a child could stand up in there.
Yeah. They were full blown running
So
around.
there's
jumping.
a camera, there are fridges, and
You can stand
it's a
straight up.
9-foot high ceiling.
And you can access it.
Because they were standing, the ceiling wasn't close to their head.
Right,
No.
they were not kneeled at all.
That's
Yeah.
a big plane. What plane was this?
The
A
United Emirates.
747 Max?
The United Emirates plane.
It
That's
was
a big plane.
7, although apparently it had also changed. Like they
Would
showed.
the plane change? It probably did. The Airbus.
It's a Tubi movie. It's a Tubi movie.
47 afterward. Those aren't even made by the same company.
No, they were still Boeings, but they were different Boeings. I guess if you know airplanes, you're like, that's not the same plane.
Okay.
Which, how do you screw that up? Like, come on. Okay.
They were just hoping we didn't notice.
Well, I didn't notice. I know nothing about airplanes.
Hey, you
I
know,
just get on it.
I have
and it doesn't
another
fall off the
nitpick.
sky.
Another
Same here.
nitpick with this
Okay.
movie: the door didn't come off of this Boeing. It's like it's obviously
not realistic.
It's
not
very
realistic at
unrealistic.
all.
I don't believe.
Agreed. I
For
was on a
second.
Boeing, and this was in Chicago, and it was like, oh, we're having a problem with our door.
No,
I'm
no.
Like, don't worry, we'll get maintenance to help us.
I do
I'm
not
like,
want to be on a Boeing and hear the pilot say that. I'm like, okay, I'm all right. I'm gonna need a parachute right
The
now.
lady next to me was like, oh my God. And I'm like, same, lady, same.
What's the problem?
Like, look,
Just
don't
the
crash,
door.
okay? I don't like. If I'm in a plane crash, I'm probably gonna be dead.
Yes.
More
Which is
Yeah.
why I don't like planes.
It's the safest way to travel.
It is a safe way to
Until it
travel.
crashes.
Until you're on the one
Well,
that
I mean,
crashes.
Yeah, if it crashes, then it's like, oh, this is very unsafe.
Yeah.
But
But you gotta be on that one.
You
It's
won't
just the
remember
one.
it.
yeah, you gotta be on that one. Yeah.
And remember, the people where that door plug came out, they didn't die. One guy got hit with something, didn't he?
Yes.
But yeah, but he didn't die.
That's because the seat next to it was surprisingly empty.
Oh yeah, that if somebody was sitting there, they would they're gone. They would have definitely died.
Okay, one more nitpick.
Okay.
What about his dead boss?
Yeah, they didn't say
Yeah,
anything
they
about
didn't-
that.
they
He
didn't go
is
back to
dead. He didn't kill him though.
I know. I mean, he doesn't get charged with it. I'm just like,
Actually, if he did kill him,
should
I
we-
don't think he gets charged with it either. No, because he's under duress. Like there's someone forcing him
you
to
can
act.
still go to trial for that. And it's up to the
He
jury.
can go to trial, but
I think the jury will probably find him.
like he's definitely
Yeah,
under
yeah.
duress. Like
I agree, but that still goes to trial.
especially since there is an active nerve agent counting down to release into an airport full of people.
Agreed.
So-
I just feel like I don't know. We didn't mention this guy. Like, is he still in the baggage area? But maybe they
Yes,
won't
he's still-
find him because no one
just-
works there.
He was on that cart and they just walked past it. The detective lady, she just walked past that cart. I'm like, there's a dead body on there. Like,
I mean, it's gonna be like 2 weeks before someone else comes down there.
oh yeah, 'cause nobody
They
goes
gonna-
in there.
They gonna smell it. They gonna smell it.
right,
what about the people's bags that were on that cart?
They're not gonna get it.
It's gonna end up at the airport store
Oh no.
where they sell your stuff that you lost.
Yeah.
It's a shady game.
That was my last nitpick.
Okay, we can rate it.
Folding clothes.
Watch my folding clothes.
Yeah. Watch my folding clothes.
I mean, I did enjoy watching it.
I did.
I enjoy watching it.
it.
But it's not like the greatest movie.
I did not. I found it boring and dumb, but
your rating is always lower than ours.
Yes,
so.
It's usually. I think she listened to our rating first to make sure hers was lower.
We'd be like, just kill me first, and she was like, all right,
okay.
Accurate.
Anyways, it was going to be a watch my folding clothes still.
Okay.
But I did not have fun.
You did not have fun.
I want to let you know that I did not enjoy watching it.
Okay, that's the thing. And
I would Arma is going to let you know.
Like, I enjoyed watching it, but did I have fun? I mean, I don't know. Like, is that how I describe it?
I would say if you haven't seen it and you're bored one day, you can check it out. There's no problem with it.
Sure, if you got nothing else to do.
It's a movie to watch.
If you can't get Netflix to turn off, go ahead, watch Carry On.
My janky TV, I can't get Netflix to turn on.
Surprisingly, your password still works.
Somehow.
Oh, really? I thought Netflix.
I thought they
stopped it. Oh.
It still works. I was like,
oh, you know what? I'm here. Well, no, I don't have Netflix on my phone. Never mind. I was gonna say I'm here a lot, maybe.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
But
I was surprised because I was like, it worked. Okay.
Look at that. Still password sharing. Yeah, Netflix.
Ooh.
Take that.
Say it too loud now. They're probably listening.
Netflix ain't listening.
They might be.
They might be. That's our one listener.
Listen at the airport too.
Netflix. Ha! We caught him.
After all this time, it's paid off. We caught him. One subscriber here.
We get one less view after this. We know what happened.
Yeah. Their username is Surveillance Fan.
Surveillance 1, 2, 3.
All right. With that being said, thank you guys for listening to the podcast. We definitely appreciate it, and we will catch you in the next one.